to Baking with Blood, the baking show where I have a gallon of pig's blood and I'm going to use it. A little bit of backstory before I get started, and a little bit of a reason why we're making waffles specifically. A while back, I was sort of ruminating on egg substitutes because I wanted to try making waffles using egg substitutes and kind of seeing how it tasted. And the person I was talking to brought up blood as an egg substitute. I mean, I was bringing up yogurt, buttermilk, mayonnaise, and blood was the thing that really caught me. So I went on a very long adventure to find blood, anywhere that would sell me blood, and I could only buy it a gallon at a time from the place that I found. So I have a gallon of this stuff, and I'm going to use it. So let's get started. We're making some Belgian waffles today on my fairly dirty waffle maker, but you know, that doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and get started. This is a recipe vaguely based on the waffle recipe from this big-ass cookbook I bought a while back. I quartered the recipe, so we have a half cup of flour, a tablespoon of sugar and baking powder each in there. We have a third cup of milk and 2 tablespoons of butter here. And we are going to measure out 1 egg worth of blood, which is approximately a third of a cup, which is what I'm going to be basing all of my egg substitutions off of. Basically, the plan for this entire series of videos is I'm going to just, anytime I see an egg in a recipe, it's going to be replaced by a third cup of blood. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the waffle maker here. It's set to setting 6 because I like them crunchy. And we are going to get started by measuring out 1/3 cup of pig's blood. I've already spilt some. There is blood on the counter. Okay, 1/3 cup of pig's blood has been measured. The recipe calls for me to mix the wet ingredients together and then add the dry to it. So we're going to go ahead and add our milk and our butter. I'm actually going to put this back in the fridge. And then we are going to sift our dry ingredients in. And now we stir our wet and dry together. Okay, the waffle maker is ready. I'm gonna go ahead and actually take some precautions real quick. So we're gonna go ahead and sort of protect our waffle maker from the bloody carnage that is likely to happen. Go ahead and give it some spray with some baking spray here, and then we are going to ever so carefully pour our mixture into our waffle maker. Well, and this is why I shielded it. So now I'm just gonna let this run until it beeps. I flip it, and then I let it sit until it stops steaming. That is going crazy. Okay, this is a very, very unique smell. I cannot describe it, but this whole situation is just fascinating. Okay, it's time to flip back. I'm kind of scared of this right now, to be fully honest. Let's go ahead and get a plate ready. Oh man, this is a smell. This is a smell. I'm gonna have to air out the house or something. Jesus. I think it's, let's check it. That is interesting. Okay, we're going to actually temperature probe this because this is raw blood. Unpasteurized, obviously. So we're gonna verify that it got up to a proper temperature. Yeah, we're fine. Ugh. I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy this. This is going to be a very interesting experience. Man, this is rubbery as hell. It's almost like it's not a normal thing to cook with blood. I cannot describe the smell of this. It's highly unique. We'll leave it at that. I'll let those warm up. I guess I'm just gonna take a bite. I was hoping for a nice crunch, but I don't think we're gonna get that because this is just rubbery. I mean, it's interesting. This is a very unique shade of brown. Can I please be in focus, camera? I guess I'm just gonna try it. It's a waffle. It's rubbery, it's kind of wet, very cakey, very moist, but it's distinctly a waffle. I'm just gonna add syrup to it. Screw it. It's a little wetter than I want it. Who cares? Okay, well, I think that's all I'm going to bother eating because the texture's getting to me. I think using waffles as the egg substitute here might not be the greatest thing because I think the eggs might contribute something to it that makes it crunchier, a little drier. It is possible I didn't cook it long enough. I did take it off of the iron while it was still steaming. It was not steaming that much, but there was still some steam coming off, which tells me that maybe I needed to cook it for longer or the eggs are required to make a crunchy waffle. But overall, this is a little too spongy, a little too rubbery for my taste. I wouldn't say it's revolting. It tastes like a waffle. I don't think the blood contributed anything major flavor-wise. If it did, I can't taste it. Overall, it's a decent egg substitute in this case, but I think next time I'm going to try making something a little more intentionally cakey. Red velvet cake maybe, or some sponge cake. Something a little more intentionally this texture. And we'll kind of see where it goes from there. I am just going to try to do as much as I can with this concept. We'll see if it works out as a series or not. Whatever, you know. First time for everything. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will catch y'all next time.